So as we were setting up our ads in the previous campaign, I mentioned that I was going to show you a way to create your own custom ads and custom images in a very cheap and effective way. The way we're going to do that is with the Canva tool. That's canva.com. Is an awesome tool to be able to very quickly and easily create a customized design without any kind of design experience yourself. It's purely drag and drop elements, and within just a few minutes you can create something that's unique and very visually appealing. This is the homepage. Once you've created your account, you'll be brought to here, and this is where we're going to start the process of creating our ad. The great thing is that it gives us a canvas that we can work on that suits that larger ad format that we spoke about previously, which means that we don't even need to create any kind of custom canvas by those strict dimensions. To get to that canvas, go over to the right hand side where we see the more option, and from here you'll see that there's a whole different array of options that we can choose depending on the type of graphic we want to create, from documents to ebooks and so on. We're going to go down to the very bottom where you see the ad section. Over on the left hand side you'll see Facebook ad, and underneath that it shows us that it's 1200 pixels by 627. Those are the exact dimensions that we want for that larger newsfeed ad format. Give that a click, and now we're ready to create our customized graphic. The first way that we can do that is by using a simple layout that already exists on the left hand side where they have these options, and customize it with our text. That's a nice quick way to be able to get a graphic up and going, whether it's for Facebook in this case or for something else. Do keep in mind though, we don't want something that's going to be heavily text based in the image. I'll show you why in a moment because of Facebook's policies. The other way that we can create an image here is by starting with our blank canvas and building from the bottom. To do that, go to the search option and then search the theme of your ad or of your business to get started. In this example, let's imagine that our business or our ad theme has something to do with outdoor pursuits. So let's search the word mountains here. And as you can see, you get a lot of different options to choose from, most of which are free to use. Some of the images do cost a small amount, such as $1 for most of them, but there are a huge amount of options that you can take which are free. Let's take the first free one here and drag that onto our canvas. As you can see now, it's just a case of drag and drop to fit that to the canvas size, and you can shift that around to suit your own eye and to suit your format. From here, we can layer in even more customizable elements to make it themed around our business. For example, if we want to add some text in, we get some nice pre-created templates to be able to use. If you have any kind of call to action that you'd want to include, you might drop that down in the corner. And likewise, let's balance this particular one out with the same in the other corner. As you can see, they're fully customizable with your text, and it doesn't take much effort to do so. This is ready to export now. All you have to do to download it is click that button in the top right hand corner. Obviously the design that I've made here isn't going to be winning any awards anytime soon, but with just a couple of minutes you can come up with something that's very visually appealing and, more importantly, fully customized to your call to action or your business. The last thing that I want to note in this section is just the point on including text within your ad. Facebook ad policies are very strict on the density of text within any image that you want to add to an ad campaign. They don't allow images to be used in ads if more than 20% of the surface area of the image is covered in text. The way Facebook defines that 20% coverage is actually quite strict, so you don't want to spend a huge amount of time creating a custom image only to find that your ad doesn't get approved because there's too much text in it. The best way that you can test to make sure that you adhere to that policy before completely finishing your ad or your graphic is by using the Facebook Grid tool. A quick Google search for Facebook Ad Grid tool will give you the result that you need to get to this page. This is the tool that Facebook allows us to use to upload our image that we intend to use in our campaign to see how much of the surface of the ad itself contains text. As you can see, once the ad is uploaded, we have the option of selecting any grid boxes where text is present. If we do that in this particular ad, which was again our persona that we used earlier on, you can see that Facebook counts 24% of this image to be covered in text. Now you may consider this to be a little bit harsh because obviously the text that is within these grid boxes doesn't necessarily fill all of them, and of course if there's even one letter that stretches into a grid box, well then that entire grid box is counted as having text present. Even with this high quality clean image that we got from Volusion.com earlier on, you can see that this actually wouldn't meet the policy guidelines as a 24% text coverage. That means that when you're creating your image, make sure that you play to the grid system by doing things such as pushing your text into the corner of your images. That will mean that you're going to take up as few text boxes on that grid tool as possible, and give yourself the best chance of being able to hold on to the custom image that you created while also meeting the Facebook ad policies. So that's it for this section, guys. Make sure you give the Canva tool a try. Really nice set of features to be able to create custom graphics for your ads. And as I said, you don't need any design experience to create something quickly that's going to look great on Facebook and get attention from your customers.